Привет, добро пожаловать на канал Тедди69. Мы начинаем игру, продолжаем, точнее, уже игру Хогвартс Легаси. Хогвартс Наследие. Мы остановились на том, что мы уже в Хогвартсе и сейчас встречаем гостей потихонечку. Он у нас спрашивал, вот этот Себастьян Селлу, типа, как мы там, как у нас было, ну, само собой, это было ужасно. Не захватывающее тело, это вообще не захватывающе, когда при тебе едят человека. Вообще это не захватывающе. Дракон есть человека при тебе на глазах. Потом ты дерешься с какими-то мутантами, с какими-то рыцарями. Вот это вот все. Ну, это само собой захватывающе, но типа все вот это вот с рыцарями дерешься. Потом понимаешь, что ты знаешь больше, чем они. Так что это захватывающе.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless. Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape? It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest. Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Давай, хитрюга.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
От души. Следующий. Себастьян поговорил.
Revelio.
Есть что в Ревелио? И побежал.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
О, можно покрутить. Аминис Марк. Дай угадаю, вот это один из типов людей, который ни с кем не общается, такое. Одиночек.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Он
Ominous
слепой?
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Да, я любитель привлекать.
If I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
I
Теперь
wouldn't do that if I were you.
осталась Эмельда Рейс. Давай.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Check me.
Это ж те же.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Отвлекла. Ну, жаль, да, жаль,
Perhaps
что
Professor
тебя
Fig's
не
friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kugala.
Российская...
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my
Не
room
российская,
before
сексистская, я не
classes.
буду ничего не говорить. Давай.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Взаимно.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Окей.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Пожалуйста. Так, тут чисто. Погнали. Офигеть, ты ускорился, чел.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Сов каких?
Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Okay. Got it. Oh.
Here you are.
О, пошли уже квесты, да.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
От души.
Thank you, Professor.
Спасибо, профессор.
What do you
Но
mean if
что
you
значит
keep
будет
track of
следить за
what I'm
моими
learning?
успехами в учебе?
Perhaps seeing it in
Возможно,
action
будет
will answer any
разумнее
questions you
сразу
may
показать
have.
вам, как это
Walk with
работает.
me and we shall put it to the
Идемте,
test.
попробуем его на практике. Да.
This way.
Погнали. Сюда, иду.
I certainly would have appreciated
Во
something
времена
like the
моей
field
учебы
guide
такое
when I was a
руководство
student.
пришлось будет очень
Using the
кстати.
guide will
Благодаря
also train you to
руководству
be
вы
alert
научитесь
to your
внимательно
surroundings.
относиться к окружающей обстановке. Хорошо.
The guide will give you
В
opportunities
руководстве
to
вы найдете
practice your
подсказки,
magic
которые
and
помогут вам
educate
освоить
yourself
некоторые
about
заклинания,
wizarding
большого
lore.
волшебном мире. Хорошо.
Do keep up.
Продолжайте в том же духе. И продолжаю.
Why
Опа.
don't you cast
Можете
Revelio
наложить
on that
Revelio на
statue
эту статую.
and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Блядь, статую, я-то думал... Статуя Кельпи, страница руководства. Эта статуя изображает Кельпи, водяного демона-оборотня, родом из Ирландии и Великобритании, который обычно принимает форму лошади с длинной гривой. Самый крупный Кельпи, о котором когда-либо сообщалось, что это лохнесское чудовище в Шотландии. Так отделились смачно. Вы только что открыли испытание из руководства. Ваш прогресс будет отображаться здесь. Выполнение испытаний руководства — единственный способ заработать очки опыта. Это ваш уровень волшебства. Опыт, полученный в результате прохождения испытаний, повышает ваш уровень и силу. Так, это самые важные вещи. Окей. Ваше руководство отслеживается текущий прогресс и прохождение испытаний. Выберите из меню испытаний, чтобы продолжить. Окей. Собрав свою первую страницу руководства, вы открыли новую категорию испытаний. Здесь будет появляться все новые испытания, которые вы разблокируете во время своих приключений. Выберите страницу руководства, чтобы продолжить. Да. Окей. Каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды. Очки с регалиями Хогвартса. Начиная от внешнего вида, заканчивая важными обновлениями. Окей. Награды можно получить в меню испытаний. Возвращайтесь почаще, чтобы получать все награды, которые вы разблокировали. Все понял.
Clever.
Можно я по-быстренькому, мадам, переоденусь? Пожалуйста. Так, руки. Черные кожаные перчатки. Само собой. Аксессуар для лица. Плащ и мантии. Так. Есть же еще что-то, нет? Помимо этого. Наряд. Мы не будем ходить голышом. Аксессуары для лица. Нет, очки ему не выйдут. Головные уборы. Стандартные... Не, у нас волосы и так. Тедди Рузвельт. Летающие верховные животные. Метла. Хорошо. Швейные аксессуары. Шарф натурального бежевого цвета. Нет. Мы не из Индии, что вы, блин. Brother, don't talk me like that. Так, коллекции. Так, вижу одну коллекцию. Как страница Ревелья. Оксмит. Вижу. Ну это да, это статуи. Само собой. Задание нет задачи. Окей.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside and outside.
Так, вижу, да. Следуем за профессором. Офигеть, блин, страшно. Это что за... это... Империо, Круцио. Иванеска. Надо вот эти три основных знать и все. Экспеллярус. Да, все, окей.
Revelio.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты живут студенты и профессора. Здесь расположены гостиные, большой зал. Так. Выберите лестницу Хогвартса, чтобы продолжить. Лестница Хогвартса. Здесь вы можете видеть точки с летучим пламенем, которые доступны в этом регионе. Точки с летучим пламенем зеленого цвета – это те, которые вам удалось обнаружить, включая гостиную вашего факультета. Точки с летучим пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек быстрого перемещения. Окей, вернуться к карте. В правой части карты находятся точки интереса, связанные с учебой, включая астрономическую башню, библиотеку и теплицы. Выберите пристройку в библиотеке, чтобы продолжить. Пристройка в библиотеке. Профессор Уизли разблокировала для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью R и отправляйтесь в точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале, используя квадрат.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Так.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Так, расскажите об уроках заклинаний.
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Талантливый преподаватель.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts course?
Defense against the dark arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Окей, что такое Хогсмит?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Блядь, ну не пивко же, чел, бля, мы только пришли учиться, а не расхлебывать пивка на дорожку.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Подозреваю, что вы там не просто искали вещи и в Хогвартс оскольным путем. Фиг просил никому не говорить об этом. Так что...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Да, само собой. А вот и как раз он.
Professor Fig.
Вспомнишь же?
Your ears are
Вот и она.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Да, разумеется.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Не просто так
Well, I'm
Слизерин.
just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Хорошо.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Хорошо. Ты давай.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Да, сэр. Само собой, ты
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained.
Само
Happily,
собой.
you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Хорошо,
Unfold it
давай.
and have a look.
А я даже... Этот значок символизирует основные задания. Выполняя основные задания, вы продвигаетесь по основной истории, откроете новые возможности и заработаете опыт. Хорошо. Некоторые задания заблокированы из-за требований к наличию заклинаний или к вашему уровню. С блоком стоит. Хорошо. В этих случаях для активации задания вам нужно достичь требуемого уровня. Или же уметь использовать необходимые заклинания. Новые заклинания можно изучить, выполняя задачи профессоров. Хорошо. Или в качестве наград за задание. Принято, братан. Начните отслеживать задания с помощью X. Так. Согласно карте из руководства, занятие по заклинаниям. Защита от темных. Занятие по заклинаниям. Акцию.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Погнали. Есть тут что? Тут что за... Ой, извини.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
If I had the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Protego!
Чел, там указана какая-то картина. Там, скорее всего, лестница вниз и рядом какой-то...
Revelio.
Не, это блок. Ничего.
I just wish they'd hurry up a little.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
And why is she always holding the pen?
I should think there's an entire wall among us for transfiguration.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Так. Руководство Хогвартс. Открыл. Открываем. Задание. Ты где? А, ты вверху. Сейчас, к тебе подойду. Леонора!
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Я тебе скажу, блин.
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
Я
should have worked it
серьезно?
out on your own.
You have nerve. Especially since I'm the one who told you about it in the first
Ну,
place.
не, ну от души, да, само собой, но...
Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the answer. Practically competing with Imelda to see who's a more infuriating know-it-all.
Ну, извини. Могу я поменять одежду или нет? Прошу. Снаряжение. У меня там нормальная одежка есть. Дай мне открыть ее. Все. Хогсмит нужно же попасть нам. Хогсмит. Открывайся, сезам. Да, молодец от души. Ускорим скорость. Два, куда он бегает, да? Так, что это?
Lumos.
Это эти призраки, которые... наверх еще. Это потом к этому человеку нам надо. Ускоряемся. Замедляемся.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Твое имя?
Hello, I am Nettie. So you
Not
are the
say
new
Onay,
student.
да.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Yay.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference
формулы для
between
заклинаний
the
роста и заклинаний
incantations
смены
of
цвета?
the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Так, ну что ж, начнем. против... Как там имя? Гриффиндор, вот. Погнали. Так, акцию.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Это же вон та игра, которая...
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Давай, окей.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Accio. Very good. Don't lose your composure. Splendid. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Гриффиндор против Слизерин. Окей, fine. Давай.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Ясно.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Ма, ты шо?
Accio.
Very good.
Нормально.
There we go.
Ты что? Окей, 40.
Brilliant. Let us see this.
Ема, братан, ты...
Accio.
Splendid.
Окей. Онай, кинь, окей.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Тебя она даже, блядь, не уронила.
Excellent control there.
Сосай хуйца.
That is how it's done.
Слишком перебор, братан, перебор.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Well done.
Да ну, блядь. Окей, хорошо.
Good, both of you. Well done.
Нужно было схитрить чуток. Ну ладно. Это всяко лучше, чем ничего.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well,
О,
an
конечно.
actual competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Да, само собой.
It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
У него акцент как будто русский.
Revelio.
Есть у тебя что-то? Опа. Смотри. Тут карта. Побочные задания. От темных средств.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
When someone says something nice to you, it's only because...
Я не знал, что так можно сделать.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the way of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbye. I can cheer for the boy who says you're...
Котик, стой. Котейка. Мне нужно идти. Короткий путь, нахуй. Опа.
Revelio.
Уф. У тебя есть поддержки. Такая лапочка. Все. Идти нужно. Хельт.
Revelio.
Чё это так пикает-то, а? Почему нельзя перепрыгнуть? Побежали, разгон.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, Wingardium Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Чуть не попал. Себастьян. Так.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
Ну давай, Себастьян, блядь.
This should be easy. You're good. How perceptive. Thank you. Protego. Complicates things. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
Can't be your friend.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hagrid. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ладно, будем честны, будем правдивы. Не будем честны. Нет, нам сказали, поэтому...
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
От души. Звучит интригующе.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Bartleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Да, давай.
Revelio. Lumos.
Так. По заданиям у нас что? Лекции. Ученику культуры цвета есть. Испытание задания. Куда мне, братан? Указывай мне путь. Это стать. Ебать, это что за... А. Опа. А, походу опять вверху. Втопили. Не спеши. А, это тут...
From the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxium mole? As long as we're only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the leak. He stopping it right from his top, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
Accio.
He failed at it, his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc.
Lumos.
It was my privilege.
Revelio. Accio.
На этой карте изображен Артильшир, регион Шотландии, где находятся Гибридские острова, родина гибридского черного дракона. Окей. Так, а теперь, мой роднуля, я иду к тебе. Хе-хе-хе-хе.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinated duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crosswands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interesting.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring? Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Давай.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Давай.
Lumos. There goes my way. Accio.
Lumos. Act like a winner.
Accio. Accio.
Блядь, ну что за хуйня-то поражает?
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes.
Да?
Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Продолжаем, блядь.
Accio. Lumos. Protego.
И давай.
You're better than that.
Accio.
И на этом, пожалуй, стоп. Благодарю, ребят, за то, что просмотрели мое видео. В скором времени увидимся. Подписывайтесь на канал, на Инстаграм, на Телеграм, на ТикТок. Всего доброго вам, ребят. Увидимся в следующей серии, ребятушки. Всем пока. Давайте, ребят.